everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I have my coffee in a Christmas mug because that's how I do it over here. We are officially back. Not that we were ever not back, but we are back in the bedroom because this is where I love to film. I love my backdrop, and I am just sitting on my bed doing my stuff because I was supposed to go shopping today, and I can't because it snowed. It was sunny when I woke up. Yesterday was like 65 in Washington, and today it decided to snow. So, you know what? Mother Nature, make up your mind! I was really looking forward to spending time with my friends. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that has been going on for the last 2 weeks, and I've already mentioned this in the previous videos and made updates on my Instagram and everything like that, but I would like to really just kind of like sit down and do a stream of consciousness about being on Adderall, or the generic form of it, for 2 weeks now, and just give my thoughts and my insights to just you guys and whoever might be needing to potentially start this medication and want to know some stuff. I hear a Maeve. Will we get a rare Maeve sighting? Maybe. I have ADD. Shock. And I have ADD, I also have anxiety, so I went and talked to my BT, my behavioral therapist, to potentially get on more medication. And lo and behold, he basically said was like, I'm glad you came to this conclusion on your own, but this is what I've been telling you basically for the entire time we've been like client-doctor. And again, I like to preface this with, I thought I was at my normal, because you get so used to acting a certain way or behaving a certain way. It isn't until a lot of like outside forces basically slapping you across the face a million times going like, hey, no, this isn't correct, you need to fix something. If you have not seen the previous videos, I started on the generic form of Adderall 2 weeks ago yesterday. I took half a pill twice a day for a week and one full pill twice a day for 1 week. And it's called like tapering up. It's basically getting your body used to whatever new medication you're on. They do that quite a bit for most mental health medications because there can be side effects. I would also like to acknowledge, I know this might be pointed out at some point, I don't know where I got this bruise from, so we're just gonna acknowledge it and say it's there. I know it's there. We're moving on. I started on that medication, and let me tell you, every single side effect that you could possibly think of. I got pressure headaches, I got regular headaches, I got the shakes, I got dizzy, I got nauseous, everything. The big one that I'm still having is dry mouth. And apparently that doesn't necessarily go away a lot of the other side effects. My body has gotten used to it and they have gone away for the most part, but the dry mouth has not. A lot of the side effects I was able to combat with, you know, for the dry mouth, extra water, headaches, you take the ibuprofen or the Tylenol. Side note, I always say this, I'm not a doctor, these are just my experiences. Please do not take what I say and go do it yourself. Please check with your doctor first. But, you know, just managing your symptoms with... It sucks that you have to say that you have to manage your symptoms for one condition with more medication. But, you know, extra water, Tums, ibuprofen, pain relief. When it came to the jitteriness, I'm going to talk about the caffeine consumption with my BT. When that time comes, I will see him in 2 weeks because I'm still basically running my system up to being on this medication. And I don't know if the jitteriness is because Adderall is a stimulant, caffeine is a stimulant. Is my body just getting too much stimulant and I need to cut back on a little bit of this or a little bit of that? The thing with coffee, born and raised in Washington State, I've been drinking coffee probably before I should have. It's not that, yes, you could say I'm addicted. There are worse things to be addicted to. But I am one of those people who enjoys the taste. If I stopped today, would I get headaches? Probably, but I mean, come on, doesn't everybody when they go through caffeine withdrawals? But I really enjoy just having like a nice cup of warm coffee. It usually takes me a very long time to finish 2 cups because I slowly drink them throughout the morning. Speaking of, so we'll definitely see about the coffee and the Adderall as a stimulant, whether I need to cut back on something. But the symptoms were basically pretty well managed for the most part. But I will say they did suck. I was not expecting anything because like I've said before, I have been on Adderall in the past. I basically was one of those kids who took it in school. For school, pretty much since I was in 2nd grade till about 14, 15. I don't remember anything about being on it, but you know, I thought my body would have been like, oh, we remember this. It wasn't like that. So 2 weeks, basically the first week of kind of hell. Did it help? Yeah, it did. It does. It still does. It is absolutely amazing. I feel so much clearer. I feel more focused. I feel like I'm the best version of who I can be. I mean, my last video, I freaking completed a craft project. Like, I finished a skirt. How in the hell? That would have never been done before. How does that happen? And I have these, in my family, we call them corner moments, where you literally walk into a room with an intent and you turn around the corner into the room and you forget the intent that you walked into the room for, which sucks. It does. A good example is we keep our dog food in kind of like this walk-in pantry, and every time that we go and get the dog food, I would notice that there was dog food like on the floor, and I would always be like, hey, I need to vacuum that up. But as soon as I like would close the door, I would forget about it until the next time I had to go feed the dogs. It was that like out of sight, out of mind kind of moment. But now I see that and I'm like, okay, I acknowledge that. That is what's happening. And I go write it down on a to-do list. And to-do lists are my freaking best friend right now. I love them. They're absolutely great. I've been getting so much work done. And when it comes to being a server at my job, it has helped absolutely immensely. I was so hesitant to start this new medication, and a lot of people out there can feel the same way, and I relate on so many levels to this kind of situation. But am I glad I did it? Yeah, now I am. 100%. I am so glad that I got that those million slaps across the face, you know, in order for me to take that step to get this medication. Now for the future, might be something I have to stay on for the rest of my life, and it might not. And scary, and I acknowledge that. 110% I acknowledge that. And it is something that I've always thought about, and I'll use this example one more time. You would not deny an insulin to a diabetic. So if your brain chemicals are off, would you deny yourself the medication that you need? The other important thing that I have mentioned before is sometimes ADD and ADHD can induce anxiety. So the ultimate plan, like I've said before, is that I want to, and my BT, between the both of us, try and figure out if my anxiety is ADD induced. And if that's the case, we'll taper off the sertraline. But we can't really make that judgment until I've been on the medication for quite a bit of time. So we'll go from there. I will say that I did have a panic attack last night. It was pretty bad. Not gonna go into the details. It was not ADD induced at all. But has my anxiety kind of lessened? I have not noticed anything yet, and maybe it's just because it's been 2 weeks. Who knows? Who the heck knows? Again, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I started it. I'm glad that I am feeling better and that I'm getting lots of work done, and that, you know, my family actually kind of like notices how beneficial this has. Rare Maeve sighting! Hey, boobs. Yes. And my family definitely notices how beneficial it is for me. So. Oh, just a sec. Would you like to help me do the outro? Hey, Dobo. Meow. Meow. Okay. Can you tell them thank you for watching our video? We are so glad that you joined us. If you feel like this video could either help yourself or help someone else going through whatever struggles they might have, please share, because we are in this together, and the more we talk about it, the more the stigma breaks. Please like, comment, and subscribe. For more great content, I upload every Monday unless something comes up, because, you know, mental health and anxiety play all the factors. And I thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, guys, slancha. I have a freaking, like, ever since I sat her down, I have a cat hair that's just been fluttering in my eyelash. Bye, guys.